channel. This video is going to be not too long, but I would say I'll try to make it as short as I can. It's just for educational purpose. So for those of us who actually want to break into tech, this is something which is really not requiring coding to start off with. So I'm going to talk about UX UI design, and today I'm only going to focus mostly about the UX. So the UX UI means user experience and user interface design. That's what it means. So UX is user experience, UI means user interface. And to do this, you need a software called Figma or Adobe XD, which is mostly or the likes of Sketch, InDesign, and all of that. So you need the softwares for your interface design mostly, and some of them have incorporated the parts where you can also do the UX. So today now I'm using Figma, and I'm going to talk about the part of the software which is called FigJam. Now, what is FigJam? FigJam is a file. FigJam files are online files or online drawing board or whiteboard, I would say, which is incorporated in Figma for you to be able to explore and do some other discoveries in terms of the user experience of a product or an application you're trying to design. So most software engineers, or let me say designers, use FigJam for collaborative activities like mind mapping, brainstorming, diagramming, planning, and research. And these days also, you can also see that AI has been incorporated as part of our daily usage or our daily softwares which we make use of. For example, now in Canva you can find AI there. Even in as a coder in Visual Studio Code, you can find an AI there, which is now a Copilot. In Figma and FigJam, for example, now if you see my mouse right here, you see there's an AI here. This is a symbol for AI, as we can all see there. So now I've explained what Figma is. I'm going to explain the main purpose of this video today, which is user flowchart. What is a user flowchart? A user flowchart is a virtual representation of how the user moves through a product, a website, or an application, as most people will call it, and show what happens each step along the way, how the user connects to each page or each interface. That's what a user flowchart is. So I'm going to start showing you some basic things about user flowchart, for example, which are these shapes here. And this is a FigJam file from within Figma. As you can see, this is my Figma file right here, and this is the FigJam file inside of the Figma. So now the mouse cursor right here is the tool selector, and the hand icon here is the hand tool, which allows you to move the page around. As you can see, let me just put a sticky note somewhere here and another one somewhere here, so you can see when I have the hand here, it moves it around, you see. But when I click on the mouse or the select tool icon there, it moves just the objects around the page. That's how it works. So now what we're going to do is to remove this, and now I will show you the different shapes and objects you can make use of in FigJam. First, we have the oval or the circle. I will choose this color to start with, draw it here. Sorry, that was a triangle, that was a mistake. I don't know what happened there, but let me just choose this, then draw it here. I'll remove this. So you can zoom in. If you're on the Mac, you hold your command and you just slide your mouse in or out, and it can zoom out or zoom in for you. Yeah, but if you're in Windows, you hold your control button on your keyboard. That's the easiest way or shortcut to zoom in. And now beside it here, you see arrows trying to make other shapes for you, or other pages, I would say, or decisions or whatever, but I'm going to explain them to you in a sec. And then we have the diamond. I'm going to explain to you what each of these objects mean one by one. And then we have the rectangle or square, whichever you want to use. And that's basically it. And we have the arrows, so you can choose a connector or you can choose a straight line. So I'll rather choose a connector. So now that we have this all in here now, let me explain to you what they mean one by one. So the circle, for example, you can use as a starting point, or you can use as a starting point or a process. That's what you can call that, and also an endpoint. Then you see the diamond here is a decision. When the user wants to make a decision, that's what these things represent. So the rectangle, the round rectangle or square, is denoting or representing a page on the application. Then this arrow here is the connection between each page and a decision, more like a navigation point between each page and a decision. So with these things right here, I'm going to design a user flow chart for a taxi booking application. So I'm going to start with the start point here. Sorry, let me just make a copy. So if you want to copy and paste, instead of you doing copy and paste like the Command C or Command V or Control C and Control V if you're on Windows, it's best to just use, if you're in Mac, use your option button and hover against the object you want to copy and paste. Just slide it out, it copies and pastes for you. But if you're on Windows, just hold the Alt button on your keyboard and it does the same thing for you. So now I'm just going to put in here starts. Just gonna make the text large so you can see them very well. So this is my start point here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to get a connector. I'm going to connect it to a page now, which is going to be the login page. Again, I'm going to make the text large so you can see. Now this is a login page. Then now after I log in, I'm just going to do a very simple design, so it don't take much time. After I log in, the next thing I want to do is to make a decision when I'm in the home page. Or let me say now it takes me to the home page. It takes me to the home page. Let's put it that way. So after the home page, I'm going to make a decision, which is to take the diamond right here and put it over here. Now the decision will be to enter my destination. Yeah, right there. So I need a connector right here. So I'm just going to connect this with this. So when I enter a destination, then I can choose. Then now I'm going to go into a process which also require this. And I also require this. So when I go into a process which is going to be what? Requesting a ride. So in this process here, I can, or let me say decision also, I would say I can replace this E with a decision actually, because you're making a decision. You can just log in and choose not to, you know, do anything. So now I'm going to request a ride. So when I request a ride, I can also make a decision either to schedule a ride, sorry about the spelling. So you can schedule a ride, or you can request a ride immediately. Then now after that, a process comes in place, which is now going to be the time I use this. Maybe the ride has been accepted, let's put it that way. And now I'm just going to have to connect this to this. Now it's going to be ride in progress. Ride in progress. Then also a process is still being done. After the ride is done, then you go to ride completed, because you can't keep driving forever or be in a taxi for long, so you have to complete the ride. So once the ride is complete, then we end the process, because you're done with the driver, you've paid them, and you've done everything you need to do. So the process ends in there. And you can always also change the colors based on what you're doing. For example, this is my start point. I can change the color here to probably green by doing, sorry, my bad. So when I click on this, just go to the color here and change it to green. Then decision here, I can choose to make it yellow. For decisions, I can choose to make it yellow. Then home, or let me say the pages, I can choose to leave them this color I want. Then processes, I can choose to make them, let me say, let's say pink. Yeah. Then ending of a process, let's choose to make it red, or ending of the whole thing. So now this is how you make a user flow design. So like I told you earlier, AI is in everything we're doing lately. So many people will be asking me, oh, as a designer, aren't you scared of AI taking your job and all of that? No, I am not scared of AI taking my job, because one thing you should know is no matter how smart an AI is, it cannot be as smart or smarter than a human being. So AI is a tool that is meant to augment your work, not for you to be scared of. So now just look at what I'm going to do here now. This is let me say just a normal perfect, or let me not say perfect, this is a normal user flow chart for a taxi booking application. So now I'm just going to go to the AI right here, and I'm going to generate a flow chart. I'm just going to click on the flow chart here, and I tap a flow chart for taxi application and generate it. So now let's see the similarities between the one the AI makes and the one I make. Some people will say, oh, it's still better than the one you made, or something like that. So if I zoom in now, let me make it a bit bigger. So if I zoom in, you get to see user request a ride, which is after the login and all of that. So it's saying user request a taxi, find availability, or find available drivers nearby. Are they available? You see, so it's just from here now I can know what to do with my own flowchart, to know where to add some more things, or to know where to remove some more things. and to know where to make it better. You see, so AI is not meant to replace you, but AI is meant to make you perfect your work. So in case anyone is scared of using the AIs the in the application Figma or in any application you have, please do not be scared, but instead learn to be a better version of you with the AI. That would be my lesson for AI today. But apart from that, this is how you make a user flow chart. This is how you use FigJam. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also let me know where I'm making mistakes or what you would like to learn more. Then I would be able to teach more of that. Thank you very much.